team. Is everybody ready to feel amazing? Go ahead and grab your band and stand up. So we're going to use these bands today to actually help us get a little bit of tactile feedback for our breathing. We're going to do some nice work to make sure that we really are breathing into the whole entire trunk. We'll talk a little bit about the torso as we do this, but really we're talking about your whole entire rib cage and not just breathing up into your chest. So take your band, bring it around your lower back, and then pull it right up to where your ribs are. We're going to wrap it across the front and hold opposite ends. So you can feel that holding you. You're welcome to put as much pressure on this. If you're a light touch kind of a person, you can keep it light touch. If you're a deep pressure, you can always choke up. To me personally, I'd rather be punched than tickled, so I'm going to go for the deep pressure. All right, so first thing we're going to do here is take a deep breath in. As you inhale, expand your rib cage into the big strap. I would tie it a little bit less tight. Lori, give yourself some room. Give yourself a break. And as you exhale, pull the ribs together and even a little bit down as if you're drawing them away from the band. Notice where you breathe in. Notice how you're pressing more into the ribs in the front. Exhale and squeeze those ribs together and down. Now this time as you inhale, concentrate, breathe into the back of your ribs. Try to expand the band, stretch it as much as you can, and exhale, draw your ribs back together. Yeah, we're trying to get as much of the movement to feel out and up as you can. And exhale, squeeze in. Almost imagine you're retracting your ribs from your skin, and inhale. Can you breathe into the back more? We're trying to pressurize the back of your spine. Exhale and retract. One more, inhale. Can you breathe more into the back side of your ribs? And exhale, contract, squeeze together, and down. Good, you can toss the band to the side and we'll take this forward to your knees. Place your hands, to a forward position, hands to your knees, the tops of your thighs. And then as you stay right here, press down through your palms and inhale up the back of your spine. So imagine your spine got longer as you inhaled. You can gaze right down at the floor. And as you exhale, squeeze the ribs in the front together and just a little bit down towards the floor. So you feel them lock into place, hold them here, and inhale into the back stuff. As you exhale, ribs down more. Like you're tying your rowboat to the dock, nice and tightly. You don't want it to loosen up. Hold it there, nice Tracy. Inhale into the back stuff. See if you can feel your spine elongate and your ribs spread apart. Exhale. If you want to heal your back pain and learn to breathe, you're going to have to learn to move your ribs. Inhale, lengthen the back. Hey, Julie, look at me. So not like this. Sorry, Julie and I. Back flat, ribs down just a little bit. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, ribs down. This is the big one. This is the one for the money. Hold your ribs here. Inhale into the back. Inhale more. Hold it. And now as if you were pressing into a French press, press your diaphragm down into your abdominal cavity and feel pressure in your abdomen. Beautiful. Come up to standing. We'll work on that again. So listen. One thing I want you guys to pay attention to is when you hear that cue, ribs down, it's to prevent you from back bending. So this is the anti-extension. It doesn't mean ribs down that you go into full flexion. So we're not here in that exercise. You see the difference? See that? So it's mostly neutral with the spine. We're learning to control your ribs. All right, so feet hip width distance apart. Draw your ribs together and a little bit down. Stabilize through your abdomen. And again, picture that French press. It's your diaphragm. Press it down into your belly so everything around here feels tight. You can even poke it. And then draw your chin into your throat and down to your chest. Keep your chin tucked around your neck as far as it'll go without bending your back. And then turn your head to the right. Rotate, scraping your jaw along your collarbone. Look over your right shoulder and drop your ear down towards your right heel. Keep your chest, Yoshi, totally straight and square. Lift your chin and reach your chin from right to left. Now, if you like to be really good at this stuff, remember that there are 7 bones in your cervical spine. Look over your left shoulder. Draw your chin down to the left clavicle, that's your collarbone, and bring it across the center. Picture yourself turning the top vertebra, then the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Look over your shoulder, turn ribs down, drop your ear. Yes, exactly like that. Lift your chin. You're trying to make as big a circle as you possibly can, exploring your range. But even more, Devin. Ribs down, so there's no back bend at all. You got it, girl. Chin right back to the center. Roll it up. Lift your chin. And bend your neck back as far as it goes. Take it up to the center. Into your throat. Down front. We're going to switch directions. Straight to the left. Draw your chin along your clavicle. Keep your torso square. Look over your shoulder. Drop your ear to your heel. That's it. Vertebra 1, turn 2, 3. Catch the 4th one. Catch the 5th. Bring the 6th in. Turn the bottommost vertebra in your neck. That's it. Ear to heel. Chin up. Yeah, go really slowly, Sylvia. Try not to jerk your neck around a lot. We're trying to real totally controlled across the center. Off to the left again. That's it. Look over your shoulder, ear to heel, chin up. Yeah. Can you keep your chest totally square as you do it, John? So nothing moving in the chest at all. Bring it all the way to the right. Down to the center. Roll it up. We're going to do that same thing with your neck only. So that we do with your neck, with your torso. So no hips. I want you guys to cross that under your brain. Wrap your arms across your chest. Drop your chin and round forward. Tuck and curl every vertebra in your spine from the top until you start to feel the stretching in your lower back. And then rotate your body to the right. Turn to the right. Keep both hips facing forward. Turn as far as you can. Yeah, TJ. Now flex to the right. Pull your left shoulder up to the ceiling. Look at yourself in the mirror. You see what that looks like? It's half moon, right? Push your chest up. Sweep it back. As big a sweep as you can make. Rotating those vertebrae in your spine like you did with your neck. Flex left. Rotate left. So keep your shoulders square to the front. Turn to the left. Round to the front. This should feel really good, especially if you work at a computer all day or you're like hunched over an engine. Rotate to the right. Flex to the right, left shoulder up. So keep your hips square to the front mirror. Lift your chest. That's it. Neck stays pretty neutral. So it's just going to go with the flow like a lollipop on top of a stick. Rotate to the left. Round to the front. Pause in the center here and switch your arms. Opposite guy on top. Yep, and rotate to your left. Flex left. Yep, bend to the side. Side bend, side bend. Press your chest up. Make as big a sweep to the back as you possibly humanly can. Flex to the right. Keep your hips here. Turn your upper body. Just the chest. Yes, you've got it. Round. Round. Push your right hip tod forward. Yes, that's it. Keep it square, 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 all the way to the left. Last round. Flex left. Chest up. Notice what moves and what doesn't. This is why yoga works, right? It's the first step into figuring out what is happening in your body. Round to the front. Take it up. Good, let's rotate your shoulders just a little bit. Half swimmer. Palms facing back to the back wall. Press your hands behind you as high as the low. Hold those ribs down. Pressurize your abdomen. Bend your elbows and bring your hands as high up your back as you can without touching. Hover, hover, then settle them down. Relax your shoulders, relax your elbows forward. That's it. Pull your elbows back as far as they'll go. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Hover the hands. Straighten out your elbows. That's it. Now we'll lift and rotate. Take them all the way up to the ceiling. Keep turning so the palms face backward. Turn your pinkies towards each other. Take it down. Back to that swimmer. Internally rotate. Turn as far as you can go. Press back. Yeah, extension of the shoulder, hyperextension as far as you can go, bend. Take your time, come as high up your back as you can without touching. Settle your hands on your lower spine, relax your shoulders forward, pull them back. Hover your hands, hold them here, hover them higher, straighten, take it up. So we're going to go too far into external rotation. Turn the pinkies in, turn your palms forward. Everybody lock your elbows. So Jason, straighten them all the way, even if you look like King Jeremy, wicked. Yep. But if you can keep your arms straight, bring your arms together, and you guys know where we're going. Lift up to the sky and bend to the right. Yeah. And if it was really difficult for you to get the arms up here, take half moon like this way. So you can work with the range that you have instead of doing something weird to compensate and make it look like you have more range than you do. Reach, flex, bend, and come down. Bend your whole spine. And in this position, pull the front ribs down. Press the French press down. Pressurize in your abdomen. It might almost feel like something's going to come out of your pelvic floor. Hold it. Don't lift it up, just hold it in. Inhale, breathing, come all the way up. Like you're a turkey getting ready for the oven. Inhale, lift, and bend to the left side. You're going to keep the bag of gizzards on the inside. So you can tighten the pelvic floor, press your diaphragm down, and see if you can feel pressure and tightness, strength, not just in the front, but even in the back of your lower spine. So ribs down more. Press, and try to press out right at the place where your hip and your ribs don't touch each other. One more reach, and bend just a little bit deeper. Inhale, take it up. Now, if your hands were separated, you might be able to get them to touch with your head out of the way. So lift your chin and drop your head and just see if a grip feels better. That might feel like a better stretch if your shoulders are tight. Right now, bend just below where your neck meets your torso. Arch back there. And creep the backward bend down a little bit lower until you can feel it just behind where your heart is. Pull your arms towards the back wall. Bend at the middle spine. You gotta think of leading, Corey, not with your neck, but yes, with your spine. So chest up for you more, Corey, chest up. That's it. Reach, bend at the bottom of your ribs. And if you have it in you, tighten your bum and bend even your lower spine. Hold here. Press your elbows in. In this position, can you pressurize and fortify your lower back instead of sitting on it? Yes, it is not a bench. Inhale, come all the way up. And let's take this down to that forward fold position again. Everybody's going to need hip width distance. And we're going to take this into some articulated half cat and cow. So from here, now we'll move the spine in the breathing. Tuck your tail under and roll up through your spine from the bottom all the way up to the top. Tuck your chin to your chest. Curl your tail and your head towards each other. Keep your head down and lift your tail. Yeah, extend at your lower back, then your low ribs, then your middle back, upper back. Lift your head, lift your tail. Yeah. See if you can go next time just from bottom to top. Tuck your tail and roll up. Yes, you got it. Trying to find control where you don't have it, just like that, Alex. Flex, beautiful, take your time, just like that. Now round your back, deviate up to the sky like you're a spooked cat. Look at your belly, look at your tail, get them closer to each other. Keep your head down, lift your tail up. Like somebody just tied a balloon to your tailbone, lift it to the ceiling. Bend your lower back, middle back. Roll it up through your upper back. Lift your chin. That's it. Find the back bend. One more time like that. Look in the mirror. Tuck your tail under. And in the beginning, when you start to do this, it's going to feel like there's 2 or maybe 3 blocks in your back. Eventually, you're going to feel like you have 24 vertebrae because you do. Good. Come back up to a neutral spine position. Inhale, get long through the back of your spine. Make your neck feel long. Exhale, pull your ribs down. And in this position, take your hands to touch your fingertips right at the back of your head. And you actually need them to create a little pressure here. Press your knees back if your leg's straight and good for you. Pull your ribs down. And press back into your hands like you're going to come out of this. Squeeze your hamstrings. Press your feet into the floor as if you were going to stand up, but don't. Then switch and pull your body down into the forward fold and hold. Release your hands down to your legs, wherever they go. It might be your thighs, it might be your knees, it might be your ankles. And in this position, tuck your chin. We're going to do the opposite direction, top to bottom. Look at your belly and curl your head as if you could put it in between your knees. Round your spine. Inhale and unroll from the bottom to the top. What we're doing here is called nerve flossing. Lift your chin up if you have a hard time with forward folding. Yep, we're not coming up. You guys are staying in this position. So look at me, just like this. Just move your spine. Hands stay in the same position. You may have to bend your elbows to round, but don't bring them towards the floor. And then unroll. Roll up. I know, we're getting your spine wicked warmed up today. Lift your chin. One more. Tuck and curl. If you're doing this nerve flossing at home, 5 rounds. Yep. John's like, please don't make me do 5. Unroll. Neutral spine here, fingertips behind your head. You can put a slight bend in your knees if you have that little bit of discomfort at the back of the knee joint. Press back into your hands like you're trying to lift up, but your hands pressed down, you're not going anywhere. Engage your back, engage your butt, engage your hamstrings, switch. Ribs down, fold in, Fold down more, hold it. Try again, press out, squeeze out, try to get out. Exhale, pull yourself in, and then let your hands hang down wherever they fall. Relax your neck, forward fold, yeah. Getting that hip hinge to work for you. Use your hands to walk up your thighs, especially if your lower back is tender. Step your feet to mat with distance, arms up. When your arms come up, your rib cage are gonna come with them. Dissociate the two. Ribs down, arms up. That's your shoulder flexion. If you struggle to get weights over your head, you need this one. Bend to the right. And once you get your spine as far as it can go, push your hips to the left. And see if you can bend just a little bit deeper. Yeah, we're gonna require a little bit more strength from your muscles by making that modification. Bring it up. First bend, lift. Bend top to the bottom, neck, rib cage, lower spine. Find that side flexion and push. And bend a little more. Yeah, think about bending like a, remember those old rollers from the 90s that were foam? Bend that way. Lori had them. I know it. Inhale up. Look up. Reach up. Bend your neck. Then upper back. Pull your arms to the back wall. Bend your rib cage right to the bottom. Press your elbows in closer. Squeeze your triceps. And go. Arms back. Reach back. Listen, if you're in the back wall, can you get a little closer to it? Try to touch it. Not with your feet, with your hands. Reach. Reach. Yeah, Johnny boy. It's been a long time. It's so good to have you back in class, Haas. Inhale. Take it all the way up. I'm going to have you put your hands on your ribs. So lower ribs, top of your hips. Close the gap. Shh. Make it nice and tight. Pressurize. Hands in the center. Peace over power. We're going to take it down. 10, 9, 8. As long as you can maintain that pressure. You're trying to press down to do the French press so you can make yourself some coffee. 3, 2, 1, and hold it. Notice if you lost the ribs. Ribs down more. Pressurize down more. You can even touch your lower back. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Take it up. 2, 3, 4. Can you keep the pressure? 5. Squeeze your pelvic floor. 7, 8. That's good. Take it down. 2, 3, 4. Keep the front strong. 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you hold it right here? Open your knees wider. Maybe sit a little lower. How's your pressure? Did it all fall away? Tighten the front. Press your diaphragm down. Make it feel strong. This is how you can lift heavy things, pick up your grandkids. Take it up. You've got 5, 4, squeeze, 3, 2, 1. One more round. Down. 2, 3, 4. Make your pressure. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. If you really struggle with this intra-abdominal pressure, this is going to be the game changer for you. So you can stop being in pain. Go to our YouTube channel, IGTV. It's all on there. Press it up. Take it up. 4, 3, 2. Oh my God. 1. Nice work. Feet a little bit closer together. We're going to work on that pressure one more time. So remember, if your belly is Kermit the Frog's mouth, close his mouth. Pull the front shut. Arms up in front of you. Ribs down. Create that feeling of pressure. Stand on your toes. Take it down. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold here. Take it up. 2, 3, 4. Do you still have your pressure? 5. Hold here. Ribs down. Belly strong. It's down. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, 4. We got one more. Down. Yes, you can. 2, 3. I know this is hard. 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Take it up. 2, 3, 4. Oh, feet back to mat width. Arms over your head. Right arm under your left. Oh no, not that way, feet together, sorry. Pull down, sit low. Lift your right leg high over your left leg. Create a little tension there. Hands in the center. Knees in the center. Find the muscles on the front of your ankle and pull your left knee forward, sit low. Now a little more knees right, hold. Change, big breath, arms high. Left under the right. Hands right in the middle. Sit down, sit low. Left leg. Notice how your hands want to tip off the clock over to 3 o'clock. Pull them back to midnight. Sit more. Yeah, try to feel this in your hips. You want to warm those muscles. Remind them we need them to work. And change. Take your arms overhead. One more time. Right under the left. This time, bring your right leg behind you for a big, high lunge. Tighten your right thigh. Sit low. Engage through your right quad. Squeeze the right glute and sit forward and down. Rotate your body to the left. Let's take it back to the middle. Pressurize, ribs down. Create pressure, turn. As far as you can without you losing that control, and then unwind your arms and stick them right out to the sides, right out from your shoulders. Notice how much less deep that is than you usually go in this twist. Turn a little bit more. Bend your elbows, palms at the center of your chest. You can stay here, or you can angle the chest forward and hook right elbow over the left. Turn and rotate to the left. Breathe here. Even in this position, can you maintain that feeling of strength and pressure? Learning how to pressurize your abdomen actually helps you transfer strength to the rest of your body. Come back up to standing. Arms overhead. Back knee down. Reach, lift high, bend left. Open the right side. If you pull yourself a little more forward, you may feel this on the front of the right hip. For some of us, can be a place that has a little stiffness, discomfort. Take it center and left. Oh, take it all the way over. Enough. Let's go back. Reach, bend. If you want to create more space in your spine, the work begins with flexion and extension. Inhale up. Hands down to your side, and we're just going to take this heel forward until you can straighten your left leg. Pressurize, ribs down. Pull your body forward as far as you can without rounding your back. So neck neutral, you can look at the floor. Drive your left heel into the floor, bring your hands behind your head. Press your head back into your hands, right, like you're trying to get out, but then exhale, pull and come deeper. Relax the left leg here. Drive your left heel down, press your head back into the hands, squeeze, and exhale, pull forward. You may even be able to bring your hands to the floor. And if you're one of the lucky flexible ones that can get your hands to the floor, you have to prove it by lifting your left heel in the air. So otherwise, you stay right here. Yeah, if your hands are down, get the heel up. Good, leg down, I know. Bend your left knee. Arms up overhead. Tuck your back toes. Feet together. Left arm under the right. It's very easy to teach tight people to get more flexible because they can't move in certain areas. It is way harder as someone who's flexible to want to do the work it takes to own that flexibility. So sometimes we're just going to have to do those little tests. Pull down with your arms. And try that again. Turn to the right without thinking about your belly. Take it to the center. Pull the ribs down. Press down the French press. Turn as far as you can. Not as far, but it's way stronger. Open your arms just straight up from your shoulders. Ribs down. Turn a little deeper. Push off your back toes. Tighten your left thigh. Hands in prayer. Angle the chest forward. You can hook the elbow if you like, and turn twist. That's the ticket. Untuck the toes and bend to the right. Again, you can pull your right heel towards your left knee so that you can open the front of the hip more. Reach, take it center, and left. Always, if you're really struggling with the arms, just do this way. This is the integrity of what you can do, and over time this will close. Over time, when I see you in 10 years, this is what your posture is going to look like. So I'd rather have you here and work, work, work. Come on up. Look up. Take it back. Back. All the way up. Arms down. Right leg out in front. So here we go. First step. Pull your body forward. Hands behind your head. Press the right heel down. Press your head back into your hands. Exhale, fold, pull yourself in. Hold it here. Drive your right heel down. Press your head back into your hands. Feel this in your hamstring, your calf, your glute, your back. Exhale, fold in. If you like, you can see, do I have the mobility to touch my hands down? Push into your fingertips like you're pushing the world away. Hover the right heel. Try to get a cramp in your thigh lifted higher. Higher. Good. Foot down. Tuck the back toes. Arms up. Feet together. Arms down. Hey, it's party time. Get some water. Woo! The reason our original hot yoga series made so many people feel so good for so long is because the whole series is forward and back and forward and back and forward and back and forward and back, which is what your spine needs to work, right? So let's do some of that. Come to the back of your mat. Arms over your head. Big step forward on your right leg. Sit down nice and low into that lunge position again. Sweep your arms down. Tuck your chin like we did before. Round your spine down. Touch your fingertips between your big and second toe. Try to touch your forehead to your knee. Unroll your spine. Arms high overhead. Bend your left knee down. Chest up, backward bend. Keep the back toes tucked, because we're not going to be here for long. Come on up. Pressurize. Back knee locked. Step feet together. You're going to have to use some oomph. Always one foot on the floor. Sweep and round. Tuck and curl. Forehead to knee. Sweep up. Back knee down. Chest up. Pressurize. Pull back. So you're not just laying on your lower back, you're making every vertebra in your spine bend. Take it up. Straighten right leg. Big step. Arms sweep down. Right leg sweeps up. Round your spine. Reach forward. Pick up your foot. Relax your shoulders. Take a big breath in. Right leg up. Good. Flex your ankle. Turn your toes back towards your face and check yourself out in the mirror. Pressurize through the abdomen. Begin to flex your spine round. Alex, look forward. Pull your toes back. If your elbows come close to the calf, you know that you're ready to put your forehead on your knee. Just move slowly. You've got this. Slowly. That's it. Now, head up. Straighten your elbows. Bend your knee. Feet together. So listen, when you hear head up, do you think honestly that going like this is going to work? Right? Don't bang your head. This movement to get the head to your knee is going to be slow and controlled. You might even have to stop part of the way, get your balance, right? But never do that bang. All you do is fall over. We want you to develop control. Shift the weight to the left, right? Pick up your left. Round your spine forward. Interlock your fingers at the ball of your foot. That's it. Stabilize through your standing leg. Pressurize in the abdomen, even though you're in flexion. Inhale, left leg up. Yes. Relax your arms. Flex your ankle. Think about relaxing your legs straight instead of shoving it. If both legs straighten, flex your spine and round it. If this makes your lower back feel tender, so not your head yet, Alex. Do the spine first. Head's going to be last. Slowly. Turn your head in. Look at your belly. You've got this. Take your time. exactly it, Terry. That's how you get there. Slowly up. Not quite yet, Sylvia, right? Elbows down first, not out. Feet back together. Arms down by your side. Left leg step. Sweep. Round up. Back knee down. Chest up. Reach back. Open the right hip. Center. Lock it. Feet together. Left side. So it's 1. Sweep down for 2. Round up on 3. Knee down is 4. Backward bend. 5. Back to center on 6. Lock your back knee. 7. Big step. 8. Open to the left. Standing bone. Knees together. Turn your right palm forward. Ribs down. Pressurize and kick. Kick back into your hand. Now with that strength in your abdomen, bend your spine. It's okay for the ribs to open as you're doing a backward bend. If you're looking down, your neck is in a forward bend. Lift up your head. Reach. That's it, Julie. Kick just a little bit. Right hip back. You got it, Sean. Now add your power. That's exactly it. Todd. Kick up. Kick higher. Inhale, come on up. Feet together. Arms down. Right side. Turn your right palm up. Out. Pick up your ankle from the inside. Ribs down. First, your hip has to be a hip. Kick your right knee back behind you. Reach higher to the ceiling and slowly tip and take your body down. Pull your knee as much as you can, Mark, to the midline. Left hip so tall to the back wall. Think like Cobra mat and press your chest up. Yeah, just like that. Stay right where you are. Add a little more strength. Reach apart. Kick back. Backward bend. Open your hip and change. On the 8 count, right leg. Here we go. Run. 2. Roll it up for 3. 4. 5. Lay it all out there. 6. 7. 8. 8. 7. 6. Back knee down. 4. 3. 2. 1. Keep your arms high. Balancing stick. Tip. Stretch. Open your hands to a T. Do those swimmers we did before. Internally rotate. Press your hands behind you as high as you can get them. Bend your elbows. Place your hands on your lower back. Relax your shoulders. Step back. In the upright position, pull your ribs down. Elbows back. Hover your hands and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Straighten, take it up. Left side. Forward. Yes. You can't move where you can't move. Open your hands. Internally rotate and press back. Press back even higher this time. Bend your elbows. How high can you skim them above your skin? Opposite hand on top. Settle it down. Relax your shoulders. Step back. Elbows together. Hover the hands. Straighten, squeeze. Open it up. Step left. Big step over your toe. And fold. Good. Hands to the floor or to the sides of your feet. Just very slightly turn the backs of your knees, the poplea towards each other. Lean your weight forward. Point your tail up to the sky. Step 1 is to straighten. If you have that, stretch down. So see if you could get your breastbone a little bit closer to the front of your mat. Yeah, feel that strength in your back. And with that strong position in your back, pull your shoulder blades up to the ceiling. Hold your torso in this position. Drop your head. And now in this position, without moving your feet, Elizabeth, think of turning the backs of your knees together and squeezing your legs together. So just find that stability in your end range. Nice work, you guys. Arms up to the side. Inhale to come up. Turn your right toes right and sit low. Reach your arms up and down. Stretch your shoulders apart. Touch your fingertips between big and the second toe. Turn your head and look up. So remember when we were twisting before. Pull your ribs down and turn, twist. That's it. Take it up. Right toes dial forward. Left toes dial out. Reach your arms up and down. Feel them stretch off your back. Move your shoulder blades. Turn your head, look up. Mark, draw your chin into your throat. Just a little bit chin in. Yeah, now turn your head. Yeah, you feel that? Lean right into that kink. Take it up. Toes forward. Feet together. Arms down by your sides. Again, let's lunge. Take it high. Keep your arms over your head. Step right and turn to the right. Bend your knees, sit low. We're going to bring your hands right to the ground on either side of your right foot. Pull the front of your ribs down, create pressure in the abdomen, and open up to the back wall. Reach your right hand high. Step into your right foot and turn. So you start to feel this in the outside of your right glute. And then spin it down, put your right hand on the ground, flex your right ankle, and come to the outside of your right foot. So pull your knee off to the right. Yeah? Back knee down. And then see if you can bend your elbows, and you might even be able to lower your elbows to the floor. We'll just get a little past the stretch. It might feel a little weird. Make sure that you're strongly flexing the right ankle. However deep you are is as deep as you should be, and then we'll take it back up to the hands. So from your hands position, tuck your back toes, lift your left knee, and without moving anywhere, try to push your right foot into the floor. Like again, you were trying to get out of this, like you thought you could push your foot through the floor. Tighten the front of your abdomen, and then, here's the fun part, hover your right foot. But, lift your foot towards your belly. Squeeze it. Yeah, cat, squeeze it. Set it back down. Pull your knee out to the right. Sink a little deeper with your hips. It doesn't matter if your foot comes off the ground, so just know that that's not losing in this one, it's just trying. Again, press your right foot into the floor like you're stepping into it. Push it down. Push it down. Switch, try to lift it up. Try to hover. Hover. It's funny, I can do this in my bedroom, but I can't do it when I'm talking to you guys. And then relax, settle back into the stretch. Oh my goodness. Okay, put the sole of that foot flat on the ground. Sweep your arms up high. Let's try that on the other side. Bend your knees, sit low. Hands on either side of the left foot. We're just working back into that lunge position. Plant your right hand. Pressurize your belly. Open to the back wall. That's it. So rotating your whole upper back, turn your shoulders, and step into the left foot. See if you can kind of lean into the outside of the left buttocks. Left hand down. Flex your left ankle strongly, come onto the outside of the left foot. Pull your knee across your body as far as you can. For right now, just relax your right knee down. And we'll just see, is it comfortable for you to walk the hands out and bend your elbows a little bit? Or maybe you even have the flexibility that your elbows touch the floor. You've got to figure out where your body can go. Yeah. Come back up to your hands. Tuck your back toes, lift your right knee, and then drive your left foot into the floor. Try to push it through. It might even feel like a little crampy, like your leg is fatigued, it's getting tired. Switch and lift. Hover, hover, hover. Set it back down, sink the hips a little deeper. One more time, push away. Put the effort into this that you want to transform how you feel in your body. Push. Switch, lift, hover. Try to squeeze everything on the inside of your hip. Try to get that foot off the floor. Nice, relax into the stretch. Plant your left foot, sweep it up high, and we're going to go back over to the right. All the way down to the floor like we were before. This time, lower your back knee down. Bring your right hand inside of your right foot. In this position, we're going to lift up the back foot and get a grip. So you may even bring your right elbow to the knee. Yeah. So if you can't reach your foot, you try, and then you stay right here until you get a hamstring cramp, okay? So don't worry if you don't feel like you can do it. Look forward for a second. Press your hips forward and down. And if you have some more room to go, pull your heel closer to the buttocks. And in this tight position, begin to push away. But your left hand will not have it. It's not losing. Kick away, kick away, kick away, and switch. Pull your heel closer to the buttocks. And then release that foot and slowly lower it to the ground. Good. Tuck your toes with no hands. Sweep up. Take it over to the left. Can you do it? You come all the way down. Look, no hands. Left elbow to left knee. Pick up right foot behind you. Look at how much control you're developing. It's pretty amazing. So again, it's that action of pulling your hips forward to intensify the stretch. Or you can bend the back elbow to bring your heel closer to the buttocks. Just make sure your grip is a position for you that you can hold it tightly. Some of you I know can grab with both hands. You can always do that. Push away. Kick into your hand. Yeah, try to get out of it, but your right hand won't have it. Your right hand's the boss. Switch and pull it closer. Squeeze your hamstring. When you release the foot, hold it in place. Slowly lower. 5, 4, 3, 2. Tuck your toes. 1. Sweep it up. Turn front. Feet together. Arms down by your sides. Arms up. Step right. Pivot right. Tuck your chin. We've been doing it the whole class. Round down 1 vertebra at a time. Yeah, the slower you go, the more you will feel, and the more control you will gain over your own spine. When you have mobility and control in a joint, there is nothing you can't do. Safely, with strength. Slowly roll up from the bottom. Yep. And notice as you're coming up, is there a part that moves really smoothly or a part that feels like it's made out of 10 bricks? Pivot to the other side. Back toes 45. Feet should be just slightly offset. So you're not on a balance beam, you're more like on a really skinny rail. Tuck your chin around down like a railroad track. Yeah. And if you find a place where like you don't feel anything, that is a slow sign. Slow down. What's going on? Yeah, it's your body. Why don't you have control of that? Does everybody remember my left foot? If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. It's old. It's probably 30 years old. This guy was this master painter, and the only limb he had control over was his left foot. Slowly come up. Slow. Control. Make your painting. Turn to the front. Feet together. And arms down. Okay, we're going to go to the west coast of India for the first tree. We're going to do because we don't really care about the tree, we care about the arms. So back to the middle of your mat. And for this tree, either simply turn your leg out and rest your heel, or place the foot on your shin. If it stays really easily for you, you can bring it all the way up to your inner thigh. You'll create a little pressure there. Squeeze your legs together. Draw your ribs down. Pressurize your abdomen. Take your arms up to an elbow cactus position. And I want you to look at your arms. Just make sure that they're back in line with your shoulders. Take your shoulder blades now. Imagine you're putting them into a pocket. Pull them down your back and squeeze your back muscles so they stay there. And begin to turn your arms internally. This is internal rotation. Come to parallel. We're going to go further. Keep going. Keep your elbows high. So the only thing you're doing is you're turning your arm bone in the socket. You're not lifting the scapula up. Hold right here. Hey, straighten your wrists. Squeeze a little deeper. We're on internal right now, so if you're ahead of me, come back to internal rotation. We'll go down, so with the arms. Take it up. So you have parallel, you have vertical, and then our focus today is external rotation, so turn your arm bone backward. You should feel some kind of stuff on the back here. Start to squeeze, take it down. Yeah. Notice as your arms come down, if the shoulders are lifting, put your scapula back in their pockets. They're like rock samples. Put them away, take them up. We're doing this one more time. So all the way up. Squeeze it back. Goal is that your arms are getting tired. Take it internal. Pull your shoulder blades down. Keep them out of the equation. Come to your end range. And now imagine your car is stuck in a ditch. This is the only way to get it out. Turn it in a little more. How badly do you want to get out? Turn. You're going to dinner at Blue Moon. Turn. Good. Take it up. Take it back. I didn't do anything. And down. Make sense? Okay. Left side. So a little pressure between the sole of your foot and your leg can be heel on the ankle, foot on the shin, the knee or the inner thigh. None of it matters. Wherever you're comfortable, and you feel like you can hold the whole time. This time we'll take not a cactus, but a T. Make 2 fists. Pull your shoulder blades down. Do that same work, just on a single dowel from your shoulder turn. What most of us think about as we do this is turning the hand. Forget the hand. Turn your shoulder. Now take it back. The palm will end up facing up, and then from your shoulder, turn out a little more. Yes. Pull your shoulder blades down. Take it internal. Turn, turn, and back. I took Lundy's Kin stretch this morning, and I thought I was going to throw up. Right? All we were doing was trying to do some stretches. Turn it in, a couple reps of some exercises. Squeeze a little deeper, take it back. Pause here, turn it more, get out of the ditch, leave your hands out of it, Lori, make a fist. Turn, that's it. Arms down by your side, pick up your right foot, your regular old tree. We're going to just stretch your butt. Bring it up high. You can always hold on to your foot here for toe. And if you do, it'll probably stay in a tighter position. Begin to fold forward. Maybe 2 hands along the way. Take your time and notice if there's a place with a big line of tension on the back side of your body. Pause there. Or you can work to fold your upper body down onto your right leg and maybe even hands to the floor. And if you get hands to the floor, you can bend your knee and go for the balance. You go for an arm balance. You go, I don't mind. That's it. Stretch your spine up as high as you can get. Lengthen, lift. Beautiful. Hands to the ground. Hips high. Now use your backside strength and pull your chest up. Squeeze your right glute. Take it out. Right down. Left up. Did you remember to pressurize? Hold up your foot for tree. Pull your front ribs down. Press your diaphragm into your belly. Take it forward. So if you think about how hard the work was here for you to pressurize when it was just you and your body, I want you to think about taking this concept, for those of you who do the weights classes, into your weights classes. That same abdominal pressure you needed in a deadlift, in a squat, in a burpee, in a hang clean, in a power snatch, in a biceps curl, all of it. So this is the work. For any activity that you could possibly do, there is a finite and measurable amount of force it takes to do it, an amount of work. Slowly come up. The amount of work is never going to change, but who does it can change. Left leg down. Go ahead and grab some water. Turn around and relax on your back. Stretch out with your legs towards the back wall and your arms down by your sides. And as you lie down, we'll have a little bit of story time. I'm going to tell you the story of your lower spine. Your lower spinal vertebrae are huge. When you see them, they look like little elephants. Their little tusks sticking out, and their big solid feet against each other. And they brace against the vertebrae above and below them, these thick, solid blocks of connective tissue and mineral salts. So that you have a limited amount of range of motion. So you can't rotate very much. You can flex and extend a little. You can rotate a little bit at your lower spine, but mostly they're built for bearing weight. So you can climb things and pick up things and transfer weight and push cars into ditches. And they're really tough. And so when you're doing something like awkward pose or a squat or standing head to knee or deadlift, and instead of making your belly muscles on the front do their job and pressurizing the abdomen, if that job isn't being done, someone has to pick up the slack, and it's going to be your lower back most of the time. Very rarely somewhere else. And your lower back will tolerate that for a good long time, until suddenly you have pain in your back. And so our work and our job here is to start to say, okay, we know that the lower back bones are really super strong, but we don't want to just keep using them until they wear out. They burn out, right? And then they blow up. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to get everybody else who's been on vacation, right? They've been taking 16 weeks of vacation a year, and we're going to get them to take 5 instead. All right, lift your right leg up. Let's do some window moving pose. Interlock your fingers on the shin just below your knee, and pull your right knee down towards your right shoulder. Avoid the rib cage. So here, passive hip flexion, and try to let your belly absorb as much of your right thigh as you can. Just squish things in there a little bit. And change. Right leg down. Left leg lift up. Interlock your fingers and pull your knee down to your left shoulder. Elbows close to the side of your body. Hold here. Change, please. Left leg down. Bring your 2 legs up, wrap your arms around your legs, and just pull them right into your belly. Getting hip flexion as much as you want to get abdominal compression. The tissues of your body absolutely love it when you squish and release them. That's how you take the trash out. That's how you move fluid from your veins to your heart. That's how you reduce inflammation. That's how you help your lymphatic system do its job even better. It happens every time you move. Change, bring your legs down. And your arms down by your side. Turn your palms up, and everybody take a big breath in. And a slow breath out. Good. So for our spines, for most of us over the years, we use a couple of joints, usually at the lower back and the top of the neck. And then the rest of them just hang around like stiffs. So we're going to see if we can get them to move a little bit independently today. Turn your palms down over your thighs so your hands just hover right above your thighs. Take a deep breath in, tuck your chin to your chest, and exhale, peel your upper back off the floor, 1 vertebra at a time. Reach towards your toes and slowly curl up. Yep, and I can tell who does Pilates. Reach your fingertips towards your toes, grab your feet, relax your neck, let your head hang if that feels good to you, to the depth of flexion that feels good to your spine right now. And then unroll and turn around to your belly. So like we did in the beginning in those articulated cat and cows, we're going to take a cobra pose, but we're going to see if you can do it 1 vertebra at a time, and we'll start with the top of your neck. So feet together. Hands underneath your shoulders. Lift your chin. So that is your skull and your first cervical vertebra. Now begin to peel your head up as high as it'll go, and then catch your first thoracic vertebra. Squeeze the muscles between your shoulder blades and peel your upper back, your middle back, the bottom of your rib cage, and then squeeze and bend your lower back as much as you can. Feet together, glutes tight. Can you get everything on the back side of your body to squeeze a little more, come a little higher and hold? Yeah, if you can get those little muscles to cramp, you nailed it. Lower your ribs, your chest, the top of your chest, and then lower your head and turn your head to the right. Relax on the mat. It is a little bit harder to do that version with your legs together because it brings your hip flexors into it. So we're going to take the hip flexors out in the second set. Bring your chin forward and separate your feet mat width. Hand under your shoulders. Same thing, chin up. Bend your neck off the floor. Bend just below where your neck meets. Squeeze that right baton between your shoulder blades, behind your heart, behind the brow band, the lowest ribs, the lower spine. Hold here. Press your thighs into the floor. Pull the front of your ribs down just a little bit. Peel a little higher. You feel that? How you can keep the front kind of tight and then slowly roll down. So when you do a backward bend, your rectus abdominis and your obliques, they let your spine go back as far as you want it to. They're never relaxed. They're relaxed like when you're lying in bed on your side falling asleep. Pretty rarely, they've got some of the greatest concentrations of your slow twitch muscle fibers. Let's try that again. Shin forward. This time, just take your hands back like an inch, maybe far behind. So you're right about in line with your pecs, and then peel up. Starting to get a feel for it, starting to feel that move down your spine. This time when you get to the top, push with your arms and straighten them. Do you notice how suddenly your whole entire lower back is just cranked? Pull your ribs down. Press your diaphragm in so you feel like your lower back gets a little longer. Now tighten your thighs and lift your knees. We're going to increase the back bend in your upper back. Shoulders down, chest up. Now you add your head. You got it. You can press your hips down. Just don't let go of that pressure, or keep hold of that pressure. Bend your elbows, lower your thighs, pelvis, belly button, ribs, chest. Turn your head the other way. I don't know. We're going to go with mob mentality, go right. Do you feel like you could do that in one fell swoop? Yeah, let's do it. So chin forward, hands under your shoulders. So what we're going to do is before you go up, pressurize. Pull the front of your ribs down. Feel how tight your belly can be? Big inhale. Exhale, push into your feet, lift up. Pull your shoulder blades down, lift your chest. You guys know what happens next. Lift, fold over your toes, lift your hips back and up. When you get to this down dog position, take a big inhale into the backside. Make your lower back longer. Shift forward to a plank. Pull your shoulder blades down into your pockets like we did before. Bend your elbows back to your hips. Straight, like a board. All the way down. Look left. Untuck your toes. Tuck your wings in. All right, chin forward, arms out to your side like a T, and point your thumbs up to the sky. We're going to keep the feet at mat width distance apart. Put your forehead on the floor, and lift your thumbs up to the ceiling, as high as your arms will go. So go ahead and make a fist, just stick your thumb out. Can you keep your arm here without shoving your head into the floor? Just kind of relax your neck. Now squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift your arms higher. Yeah, keep your head down. Bend your elbows, bring your hands behind your head, hover your hands above your head. That's your butt. Put your hands behind your head. Remember how we did before? Hands like you're gonna touch your fingers to the back of your head. You got it. Lift your elbows high. Now settle your elbows down, relax them to the floor, relax your head, relax your body now. So you can interlace your fingers behind your skull. You guys, that was really funny. Like 30% of the room put their hands on their butt. I love it. You know what they say, you don't know your ass from your teacup, right? So your hands are still behind your head, right? Yeah, unless you have a shoulder injury. Good. Now we're going to do the work we did before. Interlace your fingers, press your hands down into your head. Use your strong head. Peel yourself up into Cobra. Get your head up, your chest up. Yeah, you feel the weight of your arms, that's hard. Work against it. Pull your elbows back together. Now hover your hands. Hover them. Take them out to the side. Lift your legs up. Squeeze your hamstrings, make them cramp. Take it down. Oh, beautiful. Turn your head. Okay, now we're going to do the real work. Get your block. I think front row you're okay. We're not going to go straight out. Just put your block nearby to your right arm. And then I'm going to have you bend your left arm in front of you and put your forehead on your hand, your arm, whatever's comfortable for you. And without your block to start, bring the right arm to the side to that cactus position we did before. And like I said, we're going to work on shoulder external rotation. So in this position, just keep your head down. Make sure that your elbow is in line with your shoulder. And begin to peel your right forearm off the floor. Or externally rotate your shoulder. The elbow stays in contact with the floor. Okay, I'm going to have everybody look up at me. So the movement is what we've been doing before, right? You're going to take that arm, this is the floor, and you're just gonna peel it away. Now some things that are gonna happen because you're a good student is you're gonna try to go really high like this. Right, that's not your shoulder. We're trying to turn this bone like it was a dowel in the joint. So we're gonna peel it up off the floor and just see what you've got for range to start. So go ahead and put your head down. Hand on the floor. Let's actually make that a fist. It'll make you feel stronger. Straighten your wrist. Keep your elbow on the floor and peel the arm up. And Aubrey, look at me. Can you take the hand from here out to 90? You got it. Don't use your block. Good. And then down. But one more time, John, straighten your wrist. Externally rotate, peel it up. Good, and you might peek over there. Does that look like it's as wide as a block? Because if it is, you can slide your block under your hand. Now your block is cool. It's got 3 different heights. It's short, medium, and high. Yep, so you want to put it in a place that you're not losing any integrity. You totally don't win by going on the top of the block. The people who should be on the top of the block, anybody in the room who is a professional baseball pitcher. Okay, right? That's none of us. All right, now just relax. Yeah. So to make sure that that elbow stays out, hey Stephen, bring your elbow, instead of in front of your shoulder, back in line with it. So it's too far, too close to me. Yeah, I'd come down to the medium level for you. Put it right under your wrist, make a fist. Good, and now everybody would have you turn your thumb of the fist to the ceiling. Yeah. And very gently, begin to press your wrist down into that block. As you press down, tighten up the front of your belly, press your thighs into the floor, and slowly ramp it up. Push down. Stronger, harder. Hold it here. You better have your head on the floor. For 5, 4, push, 3, 2, 1, peel it up. Don't lift your elbow, don't lift your shoulder. Pull your scap down, Matt, towards the floor. Your shoulder blade, yeah, away from your ear. You got it. Lift it higher. Hover it. You got it, Lori. Fight for it. 3, 2, 1. Relax it down. Now, some of you didn't make it off the block. Some of you made it way higher, right? If you need to adjust your settings, you can. Yeah, but just make sure that putting it to a higher setting doesn't mean that your right shoulder is like suddenly way up in the air. It should still be down pretty close to the ground. There we go. Just relax here. Allow your arm to be externally rotated by the block. And if you've never done peels and rails with us before, what you're going to be doing right now is like adjusting, fidgeting, taking your hand off, putting it back on. Knock it off. Leave your hand on the block. With 10% of your strength, push down. Ribs down. Pressurize your belly. 20%. 30. Ramp it up. 40. 50. Push harder. 60. Use your back. 70. 80%. 90. Your greatest, safest effort. Push your hand through the block. Push the block through the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rails. Lift it off. Peel it back. Keep your elbow down. Keep your elbow 90 degrees and lift it higher. Squeeze it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Take a breath. In and out. In and out. If you have that block under your hand, slide it to the side. Lower your hand to the floor. We're going to take 5 reps of what you did beforehand. So make your fist, thumb side up. You can have the thumb sticking up like the fawns or wrapped in it. Don't mind. Just don't put it inside your fist or break your thumb when you get in a fight. And then peel the arm up into external, elbow on the floor, and down. Good. Make sure that you're not turning into a biceps curl because that's not elevating it, right? Turn your arm backward and down. Up, hold, 2, and down. Up, hold, 2, that's 4. Up, hold, 2, and rest it down, that's 5. I'm going to have you guys roll onto your left side and face the side mirror. And you can put your block under the side of your head for a little pillow if you want to. We're just going to do a quick global car with that arm. So I'll come over here and demonstrate with my mask on. So take the right arm, imagine I'm lying on my side just like you, and turn your palm forward. And you're just going to skim that arm across the floor and up by your face. Pause right here. Ribs pulled down. Internally rotate your arm so the palm faces the ceiling, but lock your elbow strong, totally locked. And then reach it behind you without rolling over. Reach your arm behind you as far as it goes. Keep turning it in until you make the biggest circle possible and your hand rests on your top hip with the palm facing the ceiling. Keep turning it over, Maddie. That way. Now slide it right next to your bottom. Try to turn your palm to the sky. That's it, John. Lock your elbow. Ribs down. Take your arm back. TJ, turn your arm internally. That's it. Now bring it by your head. You feel that? Everybody arm back as far as it goes. When you can't get any higher, Jason, look at me. Your palm's this way. Turn it this way. Yeah. Then you externally rotate. Get it close to your ears. This is the flexion. Squeeze it past your face. Turn your palm. Skim the floor. Yep, you got it just like that. Bring your hand back to the front of your body. Palm should be facing forward or the ceiling. That's external rotation. Do it again. Peel it out. Open it up. Skim it across your face. When it comes by your ear, biceps to the ear, pause here. Reach over the top of your head to the front mirror. Turn your arm in from the top. John, arm over your ear. Reach your arm behind you. As you go back, Nick, bring your top shoulder forward. Yeah, that's it. Now turn your arm in. Turn it in. Turn it in. That's it, Jason. Keep turning the palm back to the weights behind you. Thumb down. Yeah, squeeze it like you're squeezing out a dirty sponge. Yep. Take it back. Far as it goes. Unwind it. Externally rotate. So when this arm comes by your ear, you're in flexion. You're not really in too much external rotation. Turn it over more. Try to get your palm as you come across your face to turn up to the ceiling. Did you do that? The other way, Nick. External. Keep turning. Yes. Keep turning. Lock your elbow. Turn. 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 Nice work. We're going to do the other side. Lay back on your belly. So you remember your position. This time you're going to bend your right arm under your forehead and bring your left arm up to a cactus. Before you guys go into it, I want to just show you one thing. I saw a lot in the first round. When you're getting up, it's hard to get the arm to come up just by externally rotating. So what a lot of us are doing is this. Look how I am going. This is your elbow, right? We're not doing any of this stuff in here. We're only doing this. So think like you have your hand on the lid of something and you're peeling the lid up. You can't rip the lid this way, right? That would break it. So we're going to peel it straight up. What's in there? Oh, it's cookies. All right, you ready? Left arm cactus, right hand forehead. Whatever's comfortable for you. If you need a block, whatever you need to be comfortable. If you're a little bit bustier, you might need a block under your head. Good. And then take a look at your elbow. Make sure it's in line with your shoulder. And that your hand is out so it's 90 degrees, not 75, not 45, not 120, but 90. Beautiful. And then we'll just test it out here. Go ahead and externally rotate and peel open the cookie jar with your thumb facing the sky. So thumb up, you got it. That's it. And take it down. And then one more time, peel it up. Squeeze it at the top, see how high you can get it, and if that's a block's width, slide a block under there. Yeah. Don't be surprised if right and left sides are different. Yep. We're going to turn thumb to the sky, make a fist. And for me, it's more comfortable to put like my wrist on it. Yeah. Where you find the comfortable spot for you. And then we're just going to rest here for a second. So what you have right now is a passive stretch. And as you lie here, I want you to think about relaxing your left shoulder to the floor. Yeah. The work that we're doing right here, while we lie still, is the part where we're telling your nervous system, hey, I need to use this joint in a different way. I need to uncouple my shoulder blade and my humerus bone. I need to be able to rotate my shoulder a little more deeply to do the stuff I want to do in life. And when you tell your body and your brain that, it will literally tell you where to lay down the tissue you need to be able to accomplish those mobility goals. And once we've told it that, once we spend our 2 minutes here in this passive stretch, the next phase is to also convince your brain, right? You're 16, you want to take your mom's new car out. You have to convince her that you can be trusted with the car. So phase 1 of that, right, is this work we do at strengthening with the pales contraction. So just slowly, as if you're making a tiny dent in the block, push your hand down, really gentle. So no panic. We don't go full whole hog. We're going to go 10%, 20. Ribs down, press your thighs into the floor, 30%. So instead of lifting, Laura, push down. Yeah. Drive through. Like you're pushing a tack into a bulletin board. You're not going to punch a hole in the wall. You're going to go slowly and steadily, turn it up till you can get to punch through, push down. Use like 50%, maybe 60, maybe even 70% of your strength for 10, 9, push down, Lori. 8, down, Lori. 7, lower with a no. Turn your thumb to the sky, push into the floor. Put your hand down on the floor. Down, that's up. The other arm, your left arm. Put your hand on the floor. Down, down. Yep. And then switch and rails contraction, lift it up. So look at me. This was down, this is up. Now we're going up. You got it. Keep your head down. Head down, shoulders down. Lift it higher for 5. That's it. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Now, if the issue for you is neurological and your body trusts you, you might be ready to go up a level on the block. Check it out. Well, this morning, I went up to the next level and was like, whoa, that's too hard, and went back down to the regular level, right? Use the level you need right now. And think about, so instead of propping your head higher so you can accommodate the fact that you've lifted your chest into Cobra, get rid of the Cobra and put your head down. Yep. Yeah, so anything you do other than rotating that arm is compensation. Has nothing to do with ER if we're not rotating externally. So ready? 10%, 20, 30, slowly turn up the volume, 40%, so the other way, Lauren. Put your hand on the ground. Push your hand through the floor. Push your hand into the floor. Push it down. That's up. Go down. Push. Push. Put your head down. Push. 5. Get your head down. 4. I'm going to come step on you. 3, 2, 1. Switch. Lift it up. Peel it. Peel. 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 Yes, we are literally making mind-body connections right now. You are drawing maps for how to use your arm. 5, 4. Stronger. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Big breath through your nose. Put your hand down. Rest. Slow breath through your nose. Stay here. Big breath through your nose. Slow breath through your nose. If you have the block, slide it away. Rest your hand into the floor. Remember that game we played when we were kids where you drop your friend's hands through the floor? Relax it down. And then we're just going to externally rotate. Peel your hand up, 2, and down, 2. Same position. Externally rotate, lift, lower, down. Take your arm up, 2, down, 2. You've got it. Relax that arm. Roll over onto your right hand side so you can use your block as a pillow if you like. You have it, so you might as well utilize it. Sorry, Alex, you're not going to be able to see me, but there's nowhere else for me to stand. And then we'll take that left arm on top, so the arm right in front of your body, turn your palm forward, in front of you. Yep. And as you come across your body, skim the floor. Sweep by your face as close to the floor as you can. Hover, sweep it up past your head, and bring your arm by your ear. This is important. Ribs down, arm close, pull it back. This is why half moon is hard. Internally rotate, turn your palm up to the ceiling, and try to turn it to the back wall. Reach behind you. Without rolling your top shoulder back, keep your shoulders stacked. Internally rotate. Keep turning, 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 until that arm will sweep right next to your hip. Wherever you can move this arm the other way, Matt, turn your arm the other way. That's it. Now in that position, go back as far as you can. When you can't get any farther back, it's a roadblock. Unwind, externally rotate. Just reach over your head, sweep that arm past your ear, and keep externally rotating. Turn the palm up as you come across the center line of your body and hand back to your hip, other direction, come across, cross, skim, skim, sweep it close to your ear, that's it. Reach high, try to touch the mirror, internally rotate. Do this like your life depends on it, reach behind you. The more you internally rotate, the more space you create in your shoulder. Turn the palm the other way, Corey, the other way. That's it, turn it more. Bring it next to your hip. Yes, can you turn your thumb up higher? Now reach back, far as you can go. Unwind it, externally rotate. If this stuff feels like it's confusing or challenging, make sure you get our morning mobility routine off the YouTube channel. Take it across the front. You should be doing that every single day. Woo! All right, roll back over on your belly. And we're just going to shift back to a kneeling position. Open your heels and stretch your quads just a little bit. First position, hands behind you. We're not going to go all the way back just yet, but we will. So in this position, do you notice how your lower back arches? Pull your ribs down and just a little bit tuck your tail under. Lift your hips to the ceiling. So neck on neutral, you can kind of look up. Yep. Lower your hips down. Reset. Ribs down. Tail under, open your hips. Lift. This time drop your head. Lower your hips. And if you feel you have some more to go with the quads, hands shift just ever so slightly forward to your toes. Bend your elbows and lower to the floor. 1 or 2. Now, if you feel tenderness in your lower back when you do this, it is usually because your pelvis is arching forward. So you're going to do that work we just did, ribs down and tail under just a little, until you get enough opening on the front of your hips that you can go back with ease. It's not for all of us. Do you, Haas, do you have a knee injury? Do your knees hurt?
Yes.
Okay, take your block out, try this. Put your hands on the floor. And so what we want to do with your knees is we want to get some fluid to move around in them, so shift back until you start to feel a little bit like, ooh, this is kind of uncomfortable, and then shift forward. Right, move with the music, take it back. Squeeze a little bit. Right, motion is our #1 anti-inflammatory. Just nice and easy. What you'll find is you'll be able to go back a little bit, and maybe even a little bit more. Bring your hands back to your toes. Carefully come on up. Good, and I'm gonna have you bring your toes together, open your knees wide, and we'll just take a little bit of a stretch for these muscles here under your back. Come forward on your mat, but stay kind of like in I'm about to pounce position. And walk your right hand all the way to the edge of your mat. Your left hand's gonna stay kind of close. Place the outside of your cheek on your right biceps and press your chest to the floor. And you may find here that you need to spider walk your fingers a little farther away. In this position, dip your right shoulder to the floor. So that means rotate your chest and lean into what feels kind of like the back of your underarm. Reach your right arm away from your body. Good, come back to level, but don't get out of this one. We're gonna stay right here. Bend your fingers into the floor. I want you to imagine you're Wolverine. Stick your claws into the floor so that arm cannot move, but begin to pull your hand towards your body. Don't move it. Try to pull and feel all that stuff that was just stretching, really squeeze. Take a second and relax. Creep the arm a little more forward. Try again, Wolverine claws, claw the floor. Try to pull your right hand closer to your right knee. Squeeze it. Now relax and do that again where you rotate the right shoulder down and lean in. You'll find somewhere in there is the line of tension that feels like really good to you. There are a lot of moving parts in the shoulder, a lot of muscles, a lot of different types of meat that combine to make the movement you're looking for. Level out your shoulders, and we'll walk your way to the other side. Reach your left arm across to the outer edge of your mat. This right hand should stay close for balance. Reach your fingers as far forward as they'll go and press your chest down. You can rest the side of your face on your left biceps. And then take that beat, dip your left shoulder to the floor, rotate the right shoulder up and lean in. Yeah, if you're really flexible, you're gonna actually need to keep your butt in the air a little bit so you have some room to move. Yeah, so give yourself room to have leverage if your chest is literally on the floor. Then level out, fire up your Wolverine claws, claw the ground and try to pull your hand back, but it's not going anywhere, it's stuck. Your claws, your kitty cat claws are stuck in the concrete. Relax. Reach the left arm a little farther away. Wolverine, dig your claws into the ground. Pull. Pull towards your body. Feel all that stuff under the arm engage. Relax, and then dip your left shoulder down. Rest your head, lean in. And level out. Walk your hands back to the midline. We'll just take it forward. Reach your arms to the mirror. Rest your forehead on the floor. Now in this position with your palms facing down, you can mess around and see if it feels better for you to reach your arms in a V or bring the arms even closer, but still get that feeling of relaxing your chest towards your heels. So it almost feels like a little bend in your back. And we'll get out of this with help. Walk your hands towards your body. And let's just take a quick break. Turn around. Relax on your back. We'll take Savasana. So we're going to practice some peel-ups from the floor just to cement in all that work we've done with the spine today. We've done a lot of work on control. And if you found that there are some spots here that like you have no even feeling, then what you can do is something similar to this exercise and put something that'll give you feedback, like a wine cork, or I usually use one of those little pink erasers, you know, the parallelogram erasers. You put that right under your lower back where you feel nothing and start to give yourself some tactile input. So from here, bend your knees and plant your feet flat on the floor. And all we're going to do to start is move your pelvis as you breathe. So as you inhale, arch your back and rock your tailbone towards the floor. And as you exhale, tuck your tail up to the ceiling and press your lower back to the ground. So you can feel that. That's super natural. Inhale, you arch. Feel your belly and your pelvic floor relax. Exhale, tuck. Squeeze the front of your belly and lift your pelvic floor, engage it. Squeeze it. One more. Inhale, rock. Exhale and tuck. There's a lot of nerves on the back of that pelvis, so it should feel pretty soothing. And then from the neutral position, take a big breath in, and as you exhale, lift up your tailbone so you feel your lower back start to come down. And then lift a little bit of your pelvis and peel up so that your lower back is totally mashed into the ground. Keep going. Get your buttocks off the floor and the first lumbar vertebra. It's actually the fifth, and then the next one. And then 3, 2, keep your ribs down. 1, press your ribs down, curl your hips higher. Pull off that lowest rib. And then the next one. And the next. Yeah, just starting to slowly see if you can differentiate between the parts of your spine. Roll up, feel in between your shoulder blades, press down as you lift the mid back up. And then see if you can roll up so your shoulder blades are down and the hips are high. Press your shoulder, middle of your upper back between your shoulder blades, roll down to your mid back. Roll down to your lower ribs. Touch the top of your lower spine, and then your lower spine, hips, tailbone, inhale, arch. Exhale, a little quicker, roll it up, but still feeling that same control. Feel what's coming up next. Press harder into the floor before it lifts up. Take it all the way up. This time, walk your shoulder blades closer. You can interlace your fingers or not. If you're not, try this. Hold onto the side of your mat. Step into it. Lift your hips higher and press your ribs towards your face. Not chin down, chin up. Ribs towards the mirror overhead. Beautiful. Separate the shoulder blades. Roll down. 1 vertebra at a time. Take a second, relax your glutes, arch your spine, inhale. Exhale, come back to neutral, place your hands by your ears. You can take bridge again or wheel. We're going to take that roll up a little bit faster. So feet nice and close to your butt. In fact, the closer they are to your butt, the easier. And I'll tell you one more secret. Getting on your toes is easier if your shoulders are tight, okay? So big breath in. Tuck, curl, lift, push. Push your hands. Yeah? Now get on your toes. Walk your feet towards your head. Look towards your feet and press your chest to the mirror. Think you're pushing the world away, Stacy. Press. Yes. Open your chest. Tuck your chin. Set your shoulders down. You may have to readjust the feet if you walked it in. Roll your spine down. Arms down by your side. Big breath in. Slow breath out. Okay, if you're sticking with bridge, you are counting in your own head 20 pulses. So as high as you can and deeper, 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 deeper. A lot of good squeezing. For you guys in wheel push-ups. Here we go. Arms over your head, hands to the floor. Take a big inhale, tuck, curl, lift, wheel, push. Bridge, get all the way up to the top, and just pulse, pulse. When you're done, hold. Wheel, bend your elbows, straighten your elbows. Yeah, can you touch the top of your head? Look at your butt. Look for your butt. You can't see it. That's it. Can you touch your forehead? Up. 2 more. Down. Up. 1 more. Down. Can you believe what a badass you are, Sarah? Press up. Tuck your chin and slowly lower down. Tuck your chin first. You got it. Tuck your chin a lot. That's it. Now roll your spine down. Stretch your legs out. Arms down by your sides. palms face up. Guess what? The good news is there's roll-ups, curl-ups, or floor peels from the other end. So the first thing we have to do is what's known as a neck plank. So in this position, without tucking your chin, draw your chin back, like you're pushing the back of your head into the floor. So you're not tucking chin to chest, you're just pressing your head backward. Tighten up all those muscles in your head, and then lift your head off the floor, just a half an inch so it's hovering. So Jason, for you, bring your chin down, and for you, Elizabeth, bring it up just a little bit. That's neutral, you got it. Lower your head down. Can you feel that? Do it again. Press your head back into the floor. Lift your head up. Hold it. Hold it. And down. You guys get it? You want to do one more? You got it? Okay, so we're going to keep your neck just like that. So there's going to be no chin to chest thing at all in this one. Next, it's just going to be off the ground and neutral. And then we're going to peel it the other direction from the top down. So bend your feet, feet to the ground. And hands, let's put them down by your hips. You're probably going to finger crawl your fingers towards the back wall as we do this. So first, press the back of your head into the floor. Lift your head and hover it. And then peel your first vertebra off the ground. And then the second one. And then another one. Now hover your hands, reach them by your thighs, curl a little bit higher. A little bit higher. So feet should be on the floor. Look between your knees. You feel what's touching? Can you get 1 more millimeter up? 1 more, come on. And then slowly down, 1 vertebra at a time. Rest your neck. Again, hover the hands. Neck plank, curl up. Slow. Think about pushing that vertebra into the floor before you peel it the next one up. And then the next, and then the next. Work on building the strength in your neck. Hold it right here. Now you're going to get your fingertips closer to the back wall. Curl higher. Yes, so palm. Hold it. You feel your lower back pressing down. 1 more up. Slow down. When your head touches the ground, straighten your left leg and pull your right knee up into your chest, just like you're doing window moving. Keep it nice and close to your body. Drag it across the center line and all the way over to the left. Allow your right shoulder blade to come off the floor and so that your right knee can touch down. Reach your right arm straight up to the sky and then peel your right shoulder and your chest open as far as feels comfortable to you. And if it feels good, you can turn your head and look to the right. Bring your right arm back to the midline, draw your right knee back to the center, and stretch your right leg down your mat. Switch sides, pull your left knee up, pull it in close, and drag it across your body. Your leg is attached to your hip, so it will peel your hip off the floor. That's what we're looking for. Touch left knee to the floor, and then left arm straight into the sky and open to the left. Just finding a position for that arm. It may be straight out for you, it might be a little more overheadish. There's going to be a spot, maybe a little more down, that it feels like, oh yeah, I've been waiting to stretch that weird line of tissue. Stretching tens of thousands of muscle fibers. Endless feet of connective tissue, blood vessels. Bring that left arm back to the midline, bring your left leg back to the midline, and lie on your back, bend your knees. We're just for feet here going to go back to that pelvic floor breathing we did before. So just to start to wind things down, feet flat, inhale, arch your back, pull your lower back off the ground. And as you exhale, rock your pelvis backward and press your lower back down. So everybody's butt needs to stay down. I want you to think about your pelvis like it was a rocking horse. Don't jump the rocking horse like the Duke boys, all right? So inhale, just rock and arch it a little bit. And then exhale, tuck. Inhale, your diaphragm presses down into your belly. That's your French press. Exhale, the diaphragm lifts, and it pulls your guts with it. So inhale, arch, squish them down. Exhale, tuck. Give it an assist. Squeeze your belly, squeeze your pelvic floor. Inhale, arch, relax your pelvic floor, let it go. Exhale and tuck. 1 more like that. Inhale, rock it and arch. Exhale, tuck. If that feels really good to you, you can stick with it. or you can slide your legs out on your mat and allow yourself to slip like you're sliding into the tub, into your final relaxing savasana. Take a full, deep, long inhale breath. And as you exhale, allow your body to get 5% more relaxed. The more you relax, the deeper you'll go into this savasana. And the deeper you go, the better you feel. Slow inhale. Deeper and deeper. And more relaxed. That's our savasana gong. It's going to give you another 5 minutes. When you hear the gongs go off again in 5 minutes, that just means it's time for the next class. For now, soak it up.